Welcome to Inside China Politics. I'm Deng Yuwen. This channel breaks down China's politics and leadership dynamics in a clear and accessible way. From elite power struggles to US, China relations, Taiwan issues, and the deeper logic behind Beijing's decisions. If you want to truly understand what is happening inside China's political system, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to talk the PLA's latest drills. I think there are 7 aspects worth watching. 1. Timing. Why stage the exercise at the very end of 2025, rather than in early 2026? The most direct reason is that the countermeasure window in response to the U.S. arms sale to Taiwan fell in late 2025. This was meant as an immediate response to the package, not something postponed to the new year as a separate event. Another likely consideration is that a year-end surprise drill creates greater strategic uncertainty, making it harder for opponents to judge Beijing's rhythm and timing, rather than encouraging the expectation that escalation will come next year. In addition, the exercise was named Justice Mission 2025, suggesting it was incorporated into the Theater Command's annual training and readiness framework, part of the 2025 task ledger. 2. Sea conditions. Closely related to timing is the state of the sea. Late December is typically a season of rougher conditions around Taiwan, not ideal for large-scale drills. Yet the PLA still conducted joint training. The point is to show that PLA training and readiness are not constrained by seasonal windows, to weaken the common assumption that winter makes action difficult, and to emphasize all-weather, all-sea state feasibility. 3. The exercise name. The name Justice Mission is meant to convey that justice will prevail, and the mission will be accomplished. By combining justice with mission, Beijing reinforces the moral and political legitimacy of the action, packaging unification and resistance to external interference as a just and necessary national task, a just cause, and thereby competing for narrative and interpretive authority. For cold start and opening salvo, official messaging stresses that the biggest highlight is a cold start, and what it calls opening the game by opening fire. By cold start, in the official phrasing, this drill is a rehearsal for a cold start scenario of a military option for unification. By opening the game by opening fire, Beijing seeks to underscore the PLA's rapid reaction combat capability, full readiness at all times, the ability to fight at any time, and swift transition from training to combat. In practical terms, it signals the capacity to move without warning straight into key mission sets and live fire elements, rapidly shifting from readiness to the employment of firepower, demonstrating a system-level capability and a shortened decision chain. The message is that even in harsh winter conditions, the PLA's operational effectiveness would not be impaired. 5. The target audience. Officially, the drill is directed at both Taiwan independent separatist forces and external interference forces. Judging from the mission sets involved, the United States appears to be the primary strategic target linked to arms sales and deterrence of outside intervention, while Taiwan's authorities face direct coercive pressure. At the same time, the drill also functions as a pressure test for other potential interveners, such as Japan. It should be emphasized, however, that regardless of whom the drill is aimed at, Taiwan would ultimately bear the consequences. 6. Pushing closer to the claimed territorial sea. Compared to past exercises, this one pressed closer to what Taiwan claims as its territorial sea. Beijing's intent is to normalize the distance threshold, compress Taiwan's reaction time, and test its response chain, while reinforcing a domestic affairs or sovereignty narrative by refusing to recognize Taiwan's maritime claims and sending a sharper warning to external actors about the costs of intervention. At the same time, it is important to note that Chinese authorities have not explicitly confirmed entry within 12 nautical miles. That ambiguity leaves room for maneuver. Beijing may want maximum shock value without pushing the situation beyond control. 7. Implications for U.S.-China relations in 2026. The exercise reflects Beijing's deep dissatisfaction with what it sees as the Trump administration playing the Taiwan card. Unless Trump abandons that approach, U.S.-China relations are unlikely to improve. The outlook for 2026 therefore looks like controllable, but not truly stabilized. Diplomatically, both sides may maintain channels and guardrails, but in the Taiwan Strait, Beijing is likely to test red lines with higher frequency, closer proximity, and more realistic, combat-oriented drills. This has been Inside China Politics. If you found this analysis helpful, please subscribe, like, and share the channel. Your support helps more people understand what's really happening inside China's political system. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.